like you're not wasting your time. So I want to make sure you understand these things. There are three major windows you want to look for when trading, and they're to train you to start looking to play aggressive. The first thing you want to look for is hang on. The first thing you want to look for is cooldowns. If you just use your W as Kog'Maw, for example, you don't want to trade. If Janna just used her shield and it's off, cooldown, like it's no longer on her, but it's just not usable, shield isn't there anymore, then you do want to trade, right? It makes sense. Little obvious windows, but how do you create those windows is a little bit different. You play aggressive a little bit, you bait aggression and stuff like that to get out these skill shots or whatever, but you are Wing the wave, so you are putting yourself in a vulnerable spot, right? You are opening up that first window to be traded on. Okay, there's the first window. The second window you want to look for is resources. Things like this could be summoner spells, wards. It could be sustain, where you have talking about potions, where you're talking about I took fleet footwork and you didn't. My support can heal. Mana. All of these things kind of go into whether or not you trade. If you trade and you have heal, you know you have all-in potential. If they don't have heal, and they really don't. So they're going to want out of that fight, which generally means it's more in your favor. If they do take the all-in, you're probably going to win because you have 200 more effective health, right? A resource of health, right? Mana, health, potions, health, fleet footwork, health, all of that is resources. Right now, again, the second window, you are vulnerable to be traded on because they can all-in you, so you can't look to trade. They can always get one more auto attack than you can just because they're willing to stay for it because they can kill you. So that's the second window that you've given them, right? These are two windows already that you have provided to them. The third thing is regarding minions, and this branches out into a bunch of different things. Firstly, whenever the enemy is going to last hit, that is a window that they have to make a decision whether or not they're going to last hit or they're going to attack you. If they're going to attack you, they miss the minion. You create this lead that adds up. You're 30 CS behind because you're too afraid to be on the wave. Because if you go up to auto-attack the minions, they'll auto-attack you. The freest window to get those trades is whenever you're going to auto-attack a minion. Now, sometimes people are just blindly pushing the wave, and whenever you're just blindly pushing the wave, that's the same thing as last hit window, and you can go for that free auto-attack. But that's the second window, third window, but this, again, branches. Another way you want to look at this is to train yourself to be aggressive. Whenever these minions, like for your team rather, with the ones you need to last hit, there's nothing for you to last hit, start posturing aggressively. Start playing aggressive. Bait out their shields. Bait out their positioning so that they walk away. Train yourself to play aggressive there. That's not really a window for you, but it's not really a window for them either. What it does is it shows them you are willing to trade. What it does is it creates some damage on them, so if a jungler ganks, you have more potential to kill them. What it does is it stacks up, so whenever you do take these correct windows, you have not only the first window or the second window during your third window, but you can potentially kill them, right? Resources, if you get those chip damages and then you look for, your first thing, they're more likely to just back off, lose the CS. Alright, another thing is whenever you take fights in minion waves, you want to count your minions to see if they chase you, right? If they pursue this fight, are they going to be fighting you in your minion wave? Because then you'll win. Generally, you'll win. Now, if you fight in their minion wave, like right here, right, you can't trade on them for yet another reason minion-related, because all of these will aggro onto you. So there are all three cases pretty much right here at play where you can't trade on them. This is exactly what happens whenever you start giving up these little advantages. They grow into more and more things happening and spiraling out of control. Whenever you're not willing to play a lane aggressively, this happens. So you need to train yourself to play aggressively. Another important thing is positioning. this is something that's only unique to bot lane, really. I do kind of call this out in mid lane where I'm talking about playing onto the other side of the lane, but in bot lane, another window is where your positioning is with relation to your support. Can two of you trade onto one person? Can two of them trade onto one person? This entire lane, it's had terrible positioning, not just with you guys, but also the Janna walking up for coins, and you guys haven't been punishing that. This fourth thing, again, is unique to bot lane. Positioning. Whenever the support goes to roam or ward or something like that, you go in for the free kill, right? Because they're alone. It's in smaller windows, but positioning like this is the same thing as roaming. Because you're not there to provide full assistance. Sure, you can shield, but you can't auto-attack. Auto-attacks are incredibly important. Especially if you fucking start the, Oh, you didn't start that item. But if you start the blue thing, it does bonus damage on... There's part of it, if you read it, it does bonus damage on auto-attacks. Like 13. But you started coins, so I guess that's not a huge deal. You just planned on not doing anything. Okay. That was low-key flame, but I'm playing around. I'm playing around. Coin's a great start if you don't plan on playing aggressively into the lane. But you should play aggressive into these lanes. Again, it's not an excuse. You need to be playing aggressive into these lanes, and once you start looking for these windows, you can. Alright, there's my little rant over.